What's going on, fellow A-plusers? It's your boy Adam Perez back once again with a brand new episode of the WrestleManiacs podcast right here on A-Plus Hero Report, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us once again. As you know what time it is, the Big Four of WWE is in fact back this weekend. We've got the Royal Rumble 2024, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got a lot of intensity driving us straight into this main event this weekend. A lot of stuff on the line here. Who's going to be some of our champions going into WrestleMania? There is just something about the road to WrestleMania that just excites me, and I love the fact that the WWE certainly takes it up a notch. So we've got our predictions for you guys today. We've only got 4 matches on the card, but we're going to give you guys our predictions along with our confidence points. And I say we because we've got the whole crew in the house tonight. What's going on, y'all? Group hug, air hug.
Group hug, air.
That's right. Group
Yeah.
hug. It's Royal Rumble season, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, man. Are you guys excited for this weekend?
Yeah. For once in the long time, I'm like excited for the Royal Rumble.
What about you, Josh?
Oh yeah, for me, for sure. I mean, this is probably, I dare say, in the most recent history, probably in the next, I don't know, I dare say 5 or 10 years, that we really don't know. We've got a couple of choices. Are there going to be 2 or 3 choices that are going to win? And if sports kitty is to believe, who knows? It's literally going to be a nail biter this season. I think this is going to be one of the first Royal Rumbles in a long time. It's going to be a nail biter of who's going to win, and we have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. I've been hearing reports like that people have been feeding Sports Illustrated like incorrect outcomes and stuff, and so now nobody kind of knows what's going on. So, yeah, man, the anticipation is high, especially with all the mystery involved. You guys expect any really big surprises here, as far as not surprises as far as who wins matches, but like appearances, entries into the Royal Rumble? Is anybody that you're looking out for in particular?
Not an entry, but I would be curious to see if The Rock shows up.
That would be interesting. Like as an entry into the match?
No, not an
But
entry to
just
the Royal Rumble
okay,
match. It doesn't need to be in the
okay,
Rumble match, but just
okay.
like maybe like a spectator in the crowd. Maybe he comes out and cuts like a
Mm,
promo or does a little segment in between the Rumble matches.
I gotcha. Okay, okay. What about you, Josh? Anybody that you think might pop up? Any surprises or?
I'm going to go out on a limb here again. Why? I always kind of look at the idea, especially recently with WWE, kind of saying, why would they say it that way? Why would they say things a certain way? Why would they have Hulk Hogan talk about it? There may be one in me. Now, do I want to see him in the Rumble? No. But I think the significance of him, he could be literally in and out in 2 seconds. I mean, Booker T showed up for, 5-10 seconds and was out of there, right? So, I mean, for the pop, who knows? And again, he'll probably get booed out of the building. And I mean, who knows? They may have some sort of, I don't know. There may be some chicanery there, I guess. But why not? I mean, again, why not just have that little moment of him coming down? Oh my gosh, here he is. And I don't know, give a heel a rub by eliminating Hulk Hogan, right? I mean, now how he's going to do it with his back, don't know how that's going to work, but who knows? You never can tell.
Are we all expecting like Jade to pop up here in the women's?
Yeah,
Making her debut and
yeah,
stuff.
I think so. She debuts in the women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm hoping she has a good outing. Sasha, I know she doesn't go by Sasha anymore, really, but return there. I've been seeing her face pop up. I don't know. I'm just throwing names out.
I think that's a hard one to say. I think the chances are slim.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not going to be hurt if she doesn't show up. I think, unfortunately, she's the epitome of kind of Ric Flair. She's forgotten who she is, and she just kind of lives the gimmick of like, you're not really the boss, but that's a whole nother story. So I'm not going to be hurt. If she can stay away, that's great.
I gotcha.
Less is
more. Less is more. I am looking forward to Jade. I don't know who else might certainly pop up here. Maybe we get a quick Ronda Rousey appearance. She was on some like independent scene for a little bit. I don't know if she's still active over there or not, but a quick Ronda Rousey throw on would be pretty fun, honestly.
Trinity or / Naomi. I mean,
yeah, I was about to say, did she finish her run over on TNA?
Not. I think if she did finish a run, they probably wrote her off in the Florida tapings, which happened this past weekend. So I can't say for sure that she has yet because it has. If she has, it hasn't aired yet.
Hasn't aired. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, just some things for us to look forward to when we get into the Royal Rumble. We always get some sort of level of surprise and some great returns. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store. But y'all, let's get into predictions because that's what we're here for. We got 4 matches on the card. I was trying to find like an actual visual or marketing promotion from WWE for the men's and the women's Royal Rumble separately, but like even WWE.com was too lazy to literally do separate sections for them. And they were just like, yeah, Royal Rumble matches. Here you go. So this is what I got for us. So let's go ahead and kick this off. 30 women. I'd assume that this is probably going to go ahead and kick off the pay-per-view. I could absolutely be wrong. But a lot on the line. Already setting up the whole Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley sort of thing. We got Nia Jax kind of in the mix lately, kind of throwing herself around type of thing. I mean, we got a lot of options here for sure. So let's go ahead and get some predictions in. Datila, ladies first, head honcho, boss lady. Actually, who won predictions last time? Do we remember? Was that Josh still?
Yeah, that was Josh. He won
Yeah,
the
it was me.
last prediction show.
Did we acknowledge him already? I think we did, right?
Not
I
on
felt it.
air.
Oh, not on air? Oh, man, Josh, you're killing us, man. Oh, my
Once Punk
goodness.
returns, I felt it right then. I was like, yes.
I acknowledge you, Josh.
I acknowledge you too, Josh.
That's gonna be our New Year's resolution, I think. I think come tax season, y'all, I'm gonna get us some tribal chief necklaces
Okay.
up in the production value here, y'all.
Oh, nice.
All right, Datila, who do you got for the 30 women's Royal Rumble match?
I got Bailey. I got Bailey winning just because I feel like Becky Lynch doesn't need to win the Rumble to get her match with Rhea here. The reason why I picked Bailey is because they're obviously telling a story with her and Damage Control. I think they're getting ready to give Bailey the boot from Damage Control. So it makes perfect sense that she would win and possibly go on to face Io Sky.
You think that'd be like a SummerSlam match, or you think that'll be oh, that's a WrestleMania. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
WrestleMania.
Okay, I like it. You know why? Because I'm also gonna go with Bailey. Um,
Awesome.
yeah, I definitely am feeling the build up towards her and Io Sky for sure. And I agree. I think Rhea's got so many options over on Raw. Like I could easily see, um, Becky. I don't necessarily even know if I am going to see Becky win the match or not, but I think Becky does have a lot of options if she wants to, because we got Elimination Chamber right around the corner too, right? And I can see her maybe vying for something in one of those type of matches. But so yeah, give me Bailey here. I think that would just set up so much more intrigue and just the already like, what is this Damage Control thing supposed to be, sort of thing. You can definitely get the vibes that they definitely don't want her a part of this group. So yeah, let's go ahead and set that up. So I'll take Bailey here. What about you? What about you, Josh? She's giving
I've
me
got to
the
go
hand.
Bailey
She's
too.
so rude to me.
No, I
No,
didn't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No,
Who you got, Josh?
I've got to go with Bailey too. I mean, again, the thing is though, I always get in trouble with the wife that Damage Control is kind of my guilty pleasure every Monday night, and when they're on screen, I just love it. Just because, again, I love the talent involved. I mean, I'm not so sold on Dakota Kai, but whatever. To me, I'm like, yes, kick Bailey out, let's go, because I love that they have just done this sort of. It's a masterful, subtle storytelling. Because even like with Io and all them talking in Japanese, right? We've had it to where when they go later on and fans actually translate what they're saying, what is this B doing still talking? I mean, stuff you don't pick up, but the fact that they have that, it's such subtle storytelling that you know what's going to happen. So Bailey's going to win, but I've got to say, selfishly, if she wins, great, but I still want Io Sky to keep running with it. I could care less if Bailey wins. If she wins, great, but I hope she loses.
Gotcha.
So.
All right, so we all went Bailey right out of the gate. Okay, nice. I guess confidence points though will probably separate this one.
3 from me.
Oh, you feel pretty confident on that one, huh?
I think so.
I go with the 3 as well. Because I feel like part of me kind of feels like maybe they're doing my surprises all, and Jade might end up winning. Because why? What better way for her to debut than her having winning the whole damn thing? But I'm gonna go with the 3. Sticking to my choice of Bailey, and I pick a 3.
All right. I'm gonna go with a 3 as well. I feel like with just 4 matches here, I feel like there's got to be a strategy on this one about how I use my points. I think so.
Definitely.
All right, so we got confidence points down for our first match. Next match, we got 2 title matches on the card here. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the United States champion himself, Logan Paul, facing off against Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens went through a tournament to get here. They've been back and forth with each other, and I gotta be honest with you guys, man. I am a big fan of Logan Paul on the mic. He is just a natural asshole, and it just
He is.
works so well for him. He's witty, he's clever. I mean, he makes me laugh. He's super annoying, but he fits his generation. Like he really does. Like he's really perfect in this role. We got Kevin Owens, who's been fight. Does he have a legit injury? Kevin Owens?
And so I think it started with that, but I think it probably was mostly storyline. Seems like that's what I remember reading.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
he may
that's
have
the
had, like, a little
storyline because I
interview.
never read anything about him being legitimately injured.
Yeah.
Turning to freaking Cowboy Bob Orton with that cast.
Yeah, and I think I'll start off my predictions here, and I think something about me tells me that maybe Kevin Owens has an equalizer. I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens on this one. Look, I will say this. This one was a tough one for me because I can really see them keeping the belt on Logan Paul. Just because of his popularity and stuff, right? I mean, and he is good in the ring. How many defenses has he had? Do you know? Has he had any?
Maybe
I feel like maybe I've seen him one on like SmackDown.
one.
I was gonna say
Maybe I
maybe.
don't even.
I
I don't
think this
even
is his
recall.
first defense, isn't it?
Maybe it is.
Oh man,
Maybe
I
it
don't
is.
know.
It's been a minute since he's been back, though.
But
Yeah.
so if anything, my thing is like I don't see them really doing any too much with him, as champion. I mean, the build up here is something I'm actually kind of interested in, but I don't know. I would rather have the United States champion around more on SmackDown. So actually competing and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Kevin Owens here. I think the cast comes into play. I think that becomes the great equalizer. We already saw him take a punch and him come back. If anybody's gonna go through this stuff, like it's just impossible for me. Like Kevin Owens losing to this dude, just because of all the fights that Kevin Owens has been in and just some of the wars. Like his man can take a beating, and so I just don't see Kevin Owens. I just don't see Kevin Owens losing here. So yeah, give me KO, new United States champion, baby. What about you, Josh?
I gotta think Logan Paul only because I think I read a couple months ago that they're trying to groom LA Knight to take the United States title, and LA Knight versus Logan Paul. I think it makes sense for I think it's going to become the fact that they're talking about Kevin Owens, you can't have the cast, and it could easily be to where Kevin Owens doesn't have the cast and Logan Paul has his own cast, hits him, and I'll go with LP. I'll go with Logan Paul keeping it because again they're going to want the star to go to Elimination Chamber, excuse me, and also WrestleMania. So let's just keep it going.
I got you. What about you, Datila? Who do you got in this match?
I'm with Josh. I have to pick Logan Paul with this one just because I feel like I did hear some rumors about it being Logan Paul versus LA Knight, at WrestleMania, and I could totally see them doing that. I think their characters mash up well with each other, so I'd have to go with Logan Paul.
Okay, let's hit some confidence points here. This is gonna be my one. I don't feel confident about this one. I think this can go either way, and I'm already feeling on shaky ground about my decision. So yeah, give me a one on this one.
I'll take a 2 on this one.
And you, Datila?
I picked 4.
Ooh, spicy. Okay,
There you go.
I'm saving my
Man.
2 by 1 for the for
I feel you. I feel you.
yeah.
All right. Next match up, y'all. I'm assuming that this is not going to be the main event. I mean, it is a Roman Reigns match. Do you guys think the Royal Rumble match will come first or the title match?
Oh, that's a hard one. Normally I'd say the Rumble, but because it's Roman Reigns,
Right? I'm just gonna go with the Roman Reigns one. Let's just go ahead and dive into this. The Fatal Four-Way, baby. A returning, swollen, phenomenal AJ Styles. Like he literally just ate another AJ Styles with RKO himself. Randy Orton is in this one, and LA Knight. Yeah,
yeah.
is in here as well. We got ourselves a banger of a match, y'all, for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Yeah, I'm excited to see what all 4 of these men are going to do in the ring together. Any stacking of people to pin, you think, in this one? To somebody, I mean, look, fatal 4-ways are as deadly as they come. I feel like anytime I do watch a fatal 4-way, I feel most of the time the champion's losing it. There's just so many options where they literally do not have to get pinned. So this definitely makes it an interesting one here. Josh, you're up first. Who you got?
We've got to go with Reigns because the story has to continue there. Again, I don't imagine him losing, and the person to take the pin, I think, would be do I want this to happen? No, but I think the person that's going to take the pin is AJ Swole. I just think he's going to take the pin because, you got Randy Orton firing up, and I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll get, I don't know, Orton and Styles at WrestleMania because them two don't have anything to do right now. So we have to go with the Roman, and the finger goes up. Right? That's just how it goes.
Who you got, Datila?
You know what? I'm gonna pick Roman Reigns too, but I think he's gonna pin LA Knight. Yeah, because Randy Orton just came back. I don't see him losing. I mean, I don't see him getting the pin. AJ Styles also just came back. I don't see him getting the pin. So the only option is LA Knight. Yeah.
I can roll with that, Datila. I can roll with that. Because I think LA Knight maybe needs to finish his story, and maybe this is the end of his story. Like if he gets pinned in here, then he's like, all right, I'm gonna move on to something else, and maybe that does set up that Logan Paul United States Championship. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Reigns. Obviously, I'm gonna stick with Reigns. Ain't no way. I'm betting against this man. So we'll see how it turns out, how it finishes. But at first, I was leaning with you, Josh. Like AJ is always that guy that I feel like he always does the business thing. He always does what's best for business or what the bosses tell him, type of thing. And if there's anybody willing to help out the business and do the deed, it's AJ Styles and taking a pin. So that was my first initial thought, and then Datila came in with the LA Knight and just convinced me. I was like, yeah, I think Homeboy's eating the pin, which I wouldn't be mad about. I don't want to see AJ Styles pinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, give me Roman Reigns here. So confidence points. Are we all 4s on? Oh, I guess Datila can't be a 4 in this one.
I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna put it all on the men's Royal Rumble.
Oh, Josh.
Why not?
Bold.
Let's see.
Bold, Josh.
Let's see.
Okay.
I like the confidence there, though.
Okay. So y'all with some spicy picks or spicy choices here. All right. So Josh has got his 1 here.
Yep. Well, the one, of course, makes sense, right?
Makes
Because
sense. Yeah.
it makes sense. I'm also got my one for Roman Reigns.
Oh
Oh,
man, y'all
nice.
confident. Y'all really feel confident about this men's match. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you're using the one also. This is my 4. This is my 4 right here.
You're 4. Oh,
Uh-huh.
he's that confident on
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are ballsy tonight, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this one up and then let's dive into the men's Royal Rumble match. We talked about this before we even went live. I think the idea of that we really don't have a lot of people announced. That the idea that we literally have maybe 6 or 7 men, if that have put their name in the hat or at least told us that they were going to be in there. So it really does leave a lot of options open in here for some interesting returns. See who from the roster NXT makes it up type of thing. I think it's gonna be really interesting. So Datila, let's start off with you. I mean, you're saving the confidence that you have in this pick. I'm amazed. Who do you got?
CM Punk.
Ooh.
I'm sticking to it because when you look at the Royal Rumble date, it's 10 years to the day after he walked out. It's like 10 years and 1 day after. And I don't think, and I've said this on many shows, and I said it on our news, and I'll say it again here. CM Punk did not come back to not win that Royal Rumble and main event WrestleMania Night 1. Here. Cody Rhodes is just going to have to go to SmackDown and enter the Elimination Chamber and find his way to WrestleMania that way. But there is no way CM Punk is not winning that Royal Rumble. I would be really surprised if he doesn't. But I'm sticking with Punk.
Man, I love it, Dante. Man, you almost convinced me there. You almost convinced me there. But I'm not taking that route, baby. You know what? The story needs to finish. Do you hear me? The story needs to finish.
do. He's just going to go through the Elimination Chamber to complete his story. I'm sorry to say that.
My voice went hoarse. I got so hyped for Cody Rhodes, baby. You know why? Here's what I think is pushing me. You know, we talked about the idea that when it comes to titles, that they've wanted to kind of start setting new records, right? That they've had these records for years. And so the idea that they're giving these champions longer reigns, I don't know why, but there's a part of me that thinks, you know what? We're going to officially get our 2-time Royal Rumble winner here in Cody Rhodes, right? Was it back? I don't, was it back-to-back years? Can't remember if it was like back-to-back years.
They actually mentioned that on Raw, that the last time someone won back-to-back
was like
years
20
was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
That's it.
And so I think Cody Rhodes is so huge right now, is so big for the WWE. CM Punk and him just had a great interview or promo in the ring together and talked about the idea of him coming out of his father's shadow. I do think the idea of winning the championship would certainly do that, but also the idea of really solidifying himself as sort of like his own man and separating him from his father. And so there's something about the idea of him doing it back to back, breaking another record, or at least starting something more recent and concrete in the WWE history will probably go a long way. And while Datila thinks Cody should get into the Elimination Chamber, I think it would come to I think Raw's roster is so big. I think you can literally take like probably Drew, Jay, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. You could put them all in
You
an
said Drew
elimination
twice.
chamber. Huh? Oh, I
You
said
said
Drew
Drew
twice. I meant maybe Gunther. That's what I meant. Gunther.
Oh.
All for an opportunity at the title. And I think the idea of throwing in CM Punk, I think the idea of throwing in Gunther, with these threats of going after Seth's title, I think those are all sort of like red herrings to just kind of throw us off. But I think the story is going to continue. Give me Cody Rhodes,
It
baby.
will. It's just I'm saying he's just gonna have to enter
I
the
know,
elimination chamber.
I know. I'm just going. My boy's going another path. Can I point to my WrestleMania sign?
Do you have one? I don't have one.
No, I don't. I don't have one. I should
Only
put
in his
one
heart.
there, though. All right, Josh, who you got?
I gotta go Punk again. I look at Cody Rhodes' story, and it's kind of like dating a chick for 10 months. Then you break up. Oh, that's not the one. Then you date another one. Oh, she's gonna be better. Here comes the breakup again. Same thing. I don't think he's even gonna finish the story. I think it's gonna be this running joke. Finish the story again. I mean,
Oh no,
no.
Is that just his gimmick now? Oh, that's just gimmick, huh?
I think it'll be one of those things to where if he finishes the story, he's going to turn heel and finish the story because he's had enough of being screwed over. I think that would make it reminds me almost of, I don't want to say Bret Hart, but it kind of makes me think of like, you guys, you cheered for me and that still couldn't do it. And now you're turning against me. I think that would be a more compelling story because
I think she's just so hot though.
Right.
Yeah,
but then at the same time, sometimes it's better to go on top, better to go out on top, better to turn and shock everyone. I would
John
love
Cena never turned.
like a for life type of turn.
Oh, I would love it. Oh, because finally because sometimes people are better heels. Just like when he was in AEW, he was doing this meta thing where he was heel, but he wasn't going to turn, and everybody hated it. So to me, I would love the idea that he loses again, loses his freaking mind, and comes back as this really aggressive person. I mean, look at Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is much better as a heel than a face to me. Because now he's a psycho Scottish man again. So I'm going to go with Punk because I think it just makes sense. And just to put a little dig at AEW, they're going to have to be like, you fired this guy and he's the problem? No. It's going to have to be Punk. Because why not? Because again, you had the story of if Cody Rhodes makes it to WrestleMania, let's just say he does. He could say he lost at Royal Rumble. He's got his last chance to become the road to WrestleMania, and it's going to be the chamber. It just makes sense because if you look at when Dusty won his title from Flair, it was in a cage. So they could do those kind of comparisons. He won what he needed in a cage. So I still say CM Punk. Let me add a little caveat, maybe a little bonus since we only have 4 matches. Let's see if we can pick our winners what number maybe we think they would come with. Maybe a range or maybe I don't know how you would do it. For me, I would just say I'm going to pick Punk coming out at number 1. Because they've got to get rid of that record of he who shall not be named in 04. So a new Iron Man's needed. I'm just going to throw that out there. You don't have to do it, but I think number 1, he comes out and wins the whole thing because, why not?
Well, we can either do the number or the final 2. So I'd go with number.
Yeah. I'll go Punk number 1.
What about you, Dantula?
Well, I would think he'd enter at 30, but I feel like they might want to let him be in there for a little bit. So, and because this number is produced, I think according to the statistics, is the most winners. I'd pick 27.
Oh, nice. Give me 15. I'm just gonna give 15.
Let me add a little. I say scenario to get around Punk being in there for a little bit. Gunther again's going for the title. Again, this is just my scenario in my head. Again, I think it'd be a great story. I have Gunther's coming for Seth anyways. Have it to where, Punk's number 1, gets in there, Gunther goes out and powerbombs him on the table, takes him out for part of the match. And then you can lead to Gunther not winning and then challenging Punk for the championship opportunity at Elimination Chamber. I'd love to see the match, so why not? So again, little bit of a fantasy booking there, but I think you can get away with him being number 1 and then having the story set up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I guess so 15 would be the spot that I think he would come out and win.
15, okay.
Yeah,
We're waiting to confidence points.
I think I only have 2 left.
Yeah, you do, and I have 2 left as well. So Josh,
4,
you have 4. Putting it all on Punk. I like the confidence.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all. some great predictions here. Look, at the end of the day, guys, these are just our A plus opinions. We always want to know yours. Let us know your predictions in the comment section box below, please. We definitely would love to know what you guys certainly thought of our predictions and how you have some of your matches booked. What you thinking, Josh? You thinking something?
Oh, I'm just so excited for the Royal Rumble. I just kind of go in different scenarios in my head of how they could get around it. Again, look, I mean, as I told you guys, I love wrestling. I've always have, and I mean, there's this little game I play. I think I've told you all about a computer game, and I'm thinking, oh, I could really book it. And that's kind of, I guess, how I always approached it, because I played this game for the old text game from like 03, right? So for 20 something years, I've played this game, and I've always thought, okay, if it was me, how would I book it? And could I make 3 pay-per-views or PLEs out of it, and what story I could tell in my head? So that's why I just think about that sort of thing. So again, total wrestling nerd thing. I just was just thinking in my head of like, oh, I could make a scenario like that. That's pretty cool. So
No, man, I'm pumped for Royal Rumble too, man.
Me too.
I'm really hoping that all the stories and spots and things like that go really well. I'm trying to figure out what crazy stuff Ricochet is gonna do here. You know, what are the women gonna do? I want to see how much damage. I want to see what Nia Jax and Jade are gonna do potentially in this Royal Rumble. I mean, that it would not surprise me if they're like in the top 4, top 5 left over. Honestly.
what
Yeah.
if Jade eliminates Nia Jax and picks her up or whatever? Because why not? I mean, you know,
Wow.
Yeah, bro. That's exactly. Maybe she throws her off the top, over the top, or some shit. I don't know.
that could be. I mean, it could be a story right there. I mean, do I want to see that match? No. But, you know, hey, I mean, that's it. They can get away with it. Why not?
But yeah, so hopefully we have some big matches, big things to certainly talk to you guys about. Hopefully this weekend we'll go ahead and drop a review for Royal Rumble for you guys. So definitely look forward to that as well. And yeah, big things certainly still to come when it comes to WrestleManiacs podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comment section box below. Give your predictions, and we'll see you later on this weekend. But Dotula, if people want to find you on social media, Dotula, where can they find you?
They can follow me on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, at @Athatella_. I review Raw, SmackDown, AEW, Dynamite, TNA, Impact, and I do all the pay-per-views.
Doctor's just got some swag about her. She's
Mhm.
just like, right,
It's
right,
so
Josh. She's
baby, I'm
got some.
telling you.
It's just that confidence is just growing. I absolutely love it. We've got so yeah. If anything, we'll put a link in the description box below to your YouTube channel. Josh, if people want to follow you on social media, where can they reach out to you?
Again, at Gamer Peroski on X, and then of course just that's pretty much it right now. I'm starting to ramp up a little bit here and there on Twitter, Sean. I feel like an old man, just like, okay, how does this tweeter thing work? So I'm getting there, getting set up between a toddler at home. I mean, just trying to catch up on everything else. So that's about it.
I feel you, man.
Hopefully, more content coming soon.
Absolutely. But other than that, guys, follow us at A Plus Opinions, always active over on social media. We also have a TikTok at Hero Report. Check us out there as well. But until next time, do us a big favor. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep it A Plus. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.